1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Run, 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 run on. Going faster miles an hour. Gonna drive fast and stop and shop. With the radio on. I'm in love with Massachusetts. And the neon when it's cold outside. And the highway when it's...
What's going on? You're watching Driving with Jay. And today we're gonna go scoop up Kenzo Digital, the genius behind City of God's Son, an audio cinematic. Trust me, I never heard of one of those before his. Basically, he infused millions of samples and of Biggie, Nas, Ghostface, and several other rappers and several other iconic figures. I don't think it's really ever been done before. I mean, samples are one thing. Creating a song entirely out of samples is another. But to create a cinematic experience, a story with characters, a beginning, middle, and ending, that's on some other shit.
Crime Classics, a series of true crime stories from the records and newspapers of every land, from every time. Listen.
In a mythical city, trapped in a jungle, three friends struggle to survive in a world of crime.
Yo, I got guns from Italy, smoke trees considerably, mid-state and green it seems as well. My niggas be the ghetto.
Yo! What up?
What's going on?
Jay Bolger.
Oh man, this is crazy.
Right?
So what's up? I like this format. So
I just scoop you up, we just talk. But first of all, I try to explain what it is. It's audio cinematic, obviously, right?
Yeah, I mean it's a new kind of like production process that's kind of a in-between sound and video thing that I'm calling beat cinematic.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah, it's a ton of work. It's a lot of dialogue. There's probably like 10,000 sources of samples between music, dialogue, and even just random sound effects. And then I did a lot of field recording too.
But when you were sitting there and you were like, this is what I'm gonna do, what was your mission objective? I mean, how was the overall hypothesis of the whole
I mean, it was really to try to create something that was like, you know, I mean, I've bounced back and forth between like music or sound art and visual art a lot. So I wanted to really create something that like really lived in between the two mediums.
Who are the stars? We got Nas.
It's like Nas, Jay-Z, Ghostface, Biggie Smalls, Sam Jackson, Lawrence Fishburne, and Delroy Lindo. And I chose the rappers in particular because, you know, I wanted it to make, it's an homage to 90s hip hop and I really wanted to set this kind of like nighttime, urban, kind of like mythical city vibe. And you know, I wanted it to be about New York, and those rappers in particular each kind of like have, you know, they each have their own kind of style that I felt really complemented the character that I was trying to create, and those are like my favorite rappers too. So
dope. But when you sat there, did you write a script to begin with? Where you're like, I want to tell this story, and then
yeah, I mean, it was, you know, I mean, I really got into music production period by through this project. So I concepted it, and I was thinking about making this kind of like audio book style, kind of like radio drama that had this visceral kind of hallucinogenic quality to it. And so I wrote the script with Victor Quinez, a writer partner of mine, and started working on the music, and it all kind of branched out from the script.
Crime and betrayal, lust and power.
I'm from a place where fish was made, corduroy valley, sporting those Rakim caves, Rakim Kane, high self-esteem, promised me a moment in life just to red yard lanes.
Have you been surprised with the response of people's ability to listen to an hour-long story?
You know, music is so prepackaged and pre-formatted. I really wanted to, you know, make something that really like reformatted, recontextualized, and kind of redefined not only just like the purpose and the use of music, but how you associate visuals to music. You know, it's like it's intentionally a 58-minute long MP3 so that when you download it, you can't just skip to a specific song if you like it. It's not a one-off context background thing. It's music and the story told through the music, front and center, with like all your attention on that.
Have you heard back from any of your stars as to?
Not yet.
No?
But I've got it out to them.
Yeah?
You know, I mean, my main concern is really just like I really hope that they take the time to listen to it the proper way, because it's, you know, it's a story. It's not a song. It's not a single. It's
I mean, the
story.
only people that even really touched upon this possibility of doing this were, I guess, to me, Prince Paul.
Prince Paul, yeah. I mean,
It was a hip opera.
It was a hip opera. It was a story. It was a narrative, long form. I mean, I guess
it was great too.
Yeah, and it was really good.
Amazing.
That's an amazing project.
But this is different.
kind of the same thing, but the process and the concept is way different in that it's all about sampling and recontextualization of everything within this kind of historical, mythical thread. So,
Right.
like, you know,
After listening to it, I was wondering if at a certain point you sat there and you were like, and we could also use this to make the actual movie, or was that at all a goal? Or
City of Godson, for one, it's the first part of a trilogy of beat cinematics. The story continues on, so there's 2 other installations to that particular City of Godson story. I have other beat cinematic style projects in the works. None of them are like hip hop related. They're all kind of different and a little bit more. They're all different than City of Godson, but it is the launching point for several film projects I'm developing. One of which is the Joe Bataan biopic.
This is the City of God's Son, starring Nas, Jay-Z, Ghostface, Biggie Smalls, Raekwon, Sam Jackson, Lawrence Fishburne, Delroy Lindo, and featuring Joe Bataan.
thanks for hooking up with me. So we're going to check out your jump.
www.cityofgodson.com. That's City of Godson, 1S. Kenzo Digital, City of Godson, the future of music and film.
Nice.
Peace, brother.
Peace.